everyone, how are you doing? And welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am at the Windsor Golf Club, and well, we are here for a meeting, but it is a training for NAC and NASCOP with the media, and we are here with different reporters and all those other things. That is why my background looks beautiful. Yes, I will show you views in between, do not worry. So but that was non-information. It is just me welcoming you back to my YouTube channel. And my name is Doreen Moracha. If you are new here, I am the founder of I Am a Beautiful Story, which is a campaign aimed at reducing stigma, normalizing the HIV conversation, and basically just ensuring that you have the right message and the right content when it comes to matters of HIV. You can follow me on my social media handles if you do not follow me, and let's continue interacting, getting to know each other, and basically just for you to learn and for you to see how people living with HIV look like in 2021. So today I have I have been struggling with what kind of video I want to produce for today, because I did not know what I wanted to produce, and not rather to produce, but I had so many ideas that I am now stuck with those ideas and I do not know how to express them. But let's do a video today on the dynamics of being in a relationship, having sex, disclosing, and basically just living your life in the dating spectrum as a person living with HIV. A lot of people, and I've seen this especially on my TikTok, I've seen these people asking me, are you in a relationship? Do you plan to be in a relationship? How exactly do you have sex if you are a person living with HIV? So you see, for the longest time ever, HIV has been highly stigmatized and highly discriminated because people think it is entirely sexually transmittable. But there are other ways of transmitting HIV, such as mother to child, which is how I actually got HIV from my mom. We have sharing of sharp objects, especially for people who inject drugs. We also have blood transfusion, which is actually very minimal nowadays, so I can't really term it as a major way of getting HIV. But there are very many ways that are not actually sexually related. But when you are in a relationship, do you disclose your status to your partner? Do you have sex with them with protection or without protection? And such kind of things come into mind. And recently, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I do some very interactive Instagram stories so that I get to see the perspective of different communities of people living with HIV and also the general population to give me their views on matters HIV. So recently someone told me they have been dating someone for the last 3 years and they have never disclosed their status. As much as I know that disclosure is a process, but 3 years is also kind of a long time to be dating someone who you have not told their your HIV status. And if you don't plan to, then I don't think it is right. I am sorry that this might come out judgmental, but I feel like if you feel your partner is not mentally mature enough to accept your HIV status, then just leave it at that. Or you can start disclosing at the beginning, but not on the first date. On the first date is not a disclosure location or place or whatever it is. Never disclose on the first date. You will be left with the bill, girls. You will be left with the bill. Do not disclose. But as time goes by, as you learn your partner, 6 months, 1 year, it is time. By now you have known how do they think about HIV, what do they know about HIV. I prefer that you actually do it before you engage in any sexual related activity with this person, because sometimes people still have stigma. People still think HIV is Doreen's disease, not my disease, not my problem. So if until you know the maturity of this person, 1, 2, you know how they think and feel about people living with HIV, and 3, you actually have you have not had any sexual relations with this person, because the moment you have sex, you complicate everything. You might never be able to disclose, and you might by the time this person might find out by bad luck, and it might lead to gender-based violence or intimate partner violence. So I would prefer that you do it within your time, but please, no shaku shaku involved. Leave shaku shaku out of it. Thing two, when it comes, people living with HIV, me included, we have sex like normal people. It is a human being's thing anyway, and we are not contagious. We can date. I can date. I just sai wa baba walinichokesha. But we can date, and we can be able to give birth to children who are not living with HIV. So all of these things are actually very practical. They're not, we are not selling you a dream. I am not selling you a dream by sharing my story to you. I am telling you reality, things that are happening. I have personally never dated anybody who is HIV negative, and no, not who is HIV negative. I've never dated anybody who is HIV positive like me, but every other one of my previous partners were HIV negative. They were okay with my status. Walinikasirisha tu na wakanibona nikawachana na wao. So that is a whole different dimension. So living with HIV does not limit your dating spectrum, that now I have to date specifically a person living with HIV. 1. 2, it does not mean that you cannot have unprotected sex with them. As long as you're undetectable, it means you cannot transmit. Also, negative partners, just because someone told you I am undetectable doesn't mean they're actually undetectable. You must ask them prompt, what is your viral load? When was the last time you had a viral load? They might have been undetectable 3 years ago and you don't know anything about it. So please, as you are going, as people living with HIV, today I want to leave you with one thing. As you're getting into a relationship, be open-minded that this person might have next to zero information related with HIV. 2, they might take your HIV status positively or negatively. 3, don't get fixated. Just because one person left you does not mean that the other 10 will leave you. No, they left you, leave them alone. Let us do an after-tea party. Let us move on, okay? Also, people who are not living with HIV, please stop this testing people with your eyes. Stop this belief of, they told me they're undetectable. The only way to know if somebody is undetectable is if you know their viral load and when it was last. If it is in the last 6 months, it means they're okay, they're undetectable. So please ensure that you know their undetectability. Ensure that you know their viral load when it was last done, and then you can go ahead and engage in unprotected sex. But fact is, if somebody is undetectable, they cannot transmit, okay? So up to that particular moment, I hope we are on the same page when it comes to dating, living with HIV, and having sex all together. So thank you so much for listening to this video. And now I am going to show you some amazing background of the Windsor Golf Hotel and Country Club. This is the famous Windsor Hotel. Yeah. Oh, this is the Windsor. And the Windsor, I don't know how long it has been here. You see, there is a man up there on the on the roof. Yeah, and then there is the beautiful golf course. At the Gold Coast. Okay, golf course. Yeah. See you next week. Bye-bye.